Hello.
You've most likely witnessed the incredible intensity of car chases in films, but were you aware that in actual real life, they can be even more epic? It's all thanks to the amazing devices that police officers utilize.
Get ready to witness some truly incredible ways of stopping suspects.
Let's get going.
When you don't see any obstacles up ahead on an empty road, it means the path is clear, doesn't it? Well, lawbreakers think the very same thing. But then, to help law enforcement, a case like this comes along. It's just like something out of a spy movie. When a criminal tries to escape from the police, he can easily turn off the road if he suddenly sees a patrol in his path. But if this system is applied, the criminal will stop much earlier than he manages to realize that he has been caught. This small briefcase is activated by a remote control, which will operate effectively even when it's located 30 meters from the device. One press of a button and this happens. It's highly improbable that you could drive very far on punctured tires after an incident like this, and within just a few seconds, the spikes will automatically retract from the road surface and completely clear the path for the approaching patrol vehicle. The inventor has truly thought through every single minute detail. During a police pursuit, the criminal always imagines himself to be the hero of some really cool action movie, and he believes he's much smarter than the police. Therefore, it's particularly amusing to witness how offenders fall into the most incredibly simple traps. And here's a perfect example. If you happen to see a net on the road, you might not even suspect anything wrong. But how could a simple net ever stop a moving car? Well, this is how. When a car drives over such an inconspicuous device, the spikes hidden within the net latch onto the tires and pull the material along with them. The net then wraps around the wheel, completely bringing the vehicle to a halt. All of this unfolds in a matter of mere seconds. And no, the net will not tear. The threads are so incredibly strong they can stop a vehicle weighing up to 10 tons. It's no wonder security services use it all over the world. There are times when a pursuit unfolds in circumstances when the police force possesses merely one available vehicle and there is absolutely no opportunity to obtain support from additional patrol officers. In that specific situation, no one can possibly set up any traps, but there is a truly effective method to get the suspect on the hook. Literally. The creators of this invention, aptly named the hook, say that watching chase scenes in films, they often realize the main problem isn't catching the criminal, but stopping him. So the team devised a modification that can be fitted to any vehicle. Deus scribiende to neus totei. De? The system is equipped with two large hooks that firmly latch onto the car in front and hold it securely in place. The most interesting thing is that with such a device, you can not only stop a chase, but actually prevent it from ever starting. An officer can attach to the vehicle even before a suspect makes the decision to try and escape. Surely, even the most daring individuals wouldn't attempt to outrun the police once their car has a patrol vehicle-shaped trailer firmly attached to it.
like in the afternoon, Rebecca, this is almost rush hour, but this is truly the time when many people start heading out to pick up their, okay, it looks like there are two passengers who at this point are...
Picture this. You're trying to run away, but suddenly you feel your legs become completely stiff and you realize you can't take even one single step forward. Sounds like a truly accurate nightmare, doesn't it? But for those who tried to escape from the police officers after such a device was deployed, it was a very real sensation. Concealed within a compact device is a slender wire, crafted from a highly durable fiber. Upon the simple press of a button, this wire swiftly springs forth from its internal cassette, and in less than a second, it expertly wraps itself around its intended target. Indeed, the entire process unfolds with such incredible speed that one might easily fail to even notice it. Despite the fact that the wire tightens quite securely around them, this device is still considerably more humane than other alternatives, such as a taser or pepper spray. So, there's really no need for the bad guys to get upset. If this kind of thing was used against them, it means they were dealing with a good police officer. If you ever happen to see a police car with an unusual bumper, you should know that, in all likelihood, that bumper is actually a clever device designed to stop a suspect. It works almost unnoticed. The officer drives up behind the target car with an open device, a cable stretched across it. Once the cable snags the wheel, it instantly unwinds and wraps around the spinning tire, bringing the vehicle to a halt. The driver might not even sense the danger until the car completely stops. It's a fairly simple capture system, but it always works. With this device, police worldwide have detained over 600 suspects. A small metal box positioned by the roadside is unlikely to arouse any suspicion in a man who's accelerated, trying to escape pursuit. Well, that's actually for the best outcome, because it's due to a box like that, he'll most likely be stopped. As soon as an officer in cover presses a button, a spiked mechanism extends from the box in seconds, landing right under the offender's tires. Even if the driver brakes, the car will still hit the spike strip, and then the tires are done for. You can't even try to drive further with such tires. Less than a minute and the chase is over. And yet somewhere, police officers are still setting up this trap manually. This is a very dangerous job. And the probability of failure is much higher than with a modern device. In a normal situation, anyone would know to simply drive around a pole. But in a situation where that pole suddenly appears from the road right in your path, there's practically no chance at all to avoid a collision. These pillars represent a new approach to blocking roads. To install just one of these, it only requires an hour of your time and a small pit, merely 25 centimeters deep. Though it looks completely harmless, this little guy can easily stop a vehicle weighing 7.5 tons. Watch how it handles that big truck. Hardly even the Transformers themselves would have managed to get away whole after such a collision. This large titan, called Rook, though it resembles a mini tractor or bulldozer, is several times more powerful. This mighty machine moves on tracks, so it can go absolutely anywhere. But what's truly fascinating are the additional devices that have been installed at the front. This is an amazing system capable of effortlessly opening any door, even if it's securely locked. Rook consistently triumphs in his game of hide-and-seek with criminals, so there's absolutely no logical reason to even try to conceal yourself. Stopping a violator by pulling alongside their car and pressing a button is possible if the police car has this simple mechanism installed on its bumper. A spike with several barbs is hidden inside the tube. It instantly extends at an angle and hits directly under the criminal's wheel. Naturally, no wheel will withstand a puncture by several needles, which were specifically designed to ensure the gradual deflation of the tire. The device is certainly impressive, but the police officer's driving skills also play a significant role here. I'm confident the creators of this equipment knew it would be handled by true professionals. Well, what can a mere net possibly do against a truck at such immense speed, you might think? If you were in the criminal's shoes, you'd also fall into this trap. This seemingly unreliable net can stop a car weighing more than 6 tons, moving at a speed of 80 kilometers per hour. Depending on how the car moves, it can be either delicate or very destructive.
So it's better not to take any chances and reduce your speed, or even better, just stop completely. A device that looks more like a secret agent's gadget from an action movie. This mini tracker attaches to a car, launching from a special device on a police vehicle. The moment the tracker is placed on a criminal's car, escaping will become impossible. He might even think he's gotten away from the chase, but this small, very clever device will show the car's exact location, its movement trajectory, and the entire route taken, all in real time. I bet many criminals don't even suspect that this little spy is sitting on their car right now. Chases don't just happen on the road, but also on the water. For these situations, inventors had to come up with something truly special. For example, this launcher that fires a net. The shot can be fired manually or remotely from an autonomous vessel. After that, the net will do all the work. It will wrap around the boat's propeller, gently bringing its movement to a halt. After that, you'll only be able to drift downstream with oars, but the Coast Guard will still manage to apprehend the violators. This is not a fence, and it's certainly not a wall, but rather a component of an armored vehicle, specifically designed to counter large-scale civil unrest. The machine is operated remotely, controlled by a specialized remote device. It is equipped with multiple cameras that enable police officers to observe the entire situation while maintaining a safe distance. As soon as they determine it's necessary to intervene and contain the crowd or push them back, a few simple button presses can deploy a large metallic structure. With a device like this, it's easy to control the movement of a crowd. Je pense, messieurs, je suis pas sérieux, alors fierce by tout pays va tout. If breaking through a police line is still possible, then in a battle with this titan, people will surely not win. There are also situations when, during a chase, police officers don't have any of their sophisticated technical gadgets. At such times, they rely on techniques they learned during training. Every police academy graduate knows this maneuver by heart. The main thing in pursuit tactics is to force the violator's vehicle to abruptly turn sideways. To do this, you must approach the vehicle, make contact, and then sharply turn the steering wheel towards it. This is quite a complex maneuver, because if it's executed with the wrong trajectory, the police officer could get injured or allow the criminal to escape. However, if everything is done correctly, the offender's car will spin out and come to a stop, and you can immediately proceed with the arrest. You know the saying, all that's new is just well-forgotten old, and that's what happened here. Hedgehogs have been used for a long time to block roads, mostly at military sites. They come in various sizes, even those that can be easily installed alone. They can be joined with a special fastening to latch onto the vehicle or be left separate. Er is easy to maintain. In any event, neither a car nor even a tank will manage to get past these prickly guardians. There are numerous devices available that can effectively stop passenger cars, but what should be done when the discussion turns to a much larger vehicle? For instance, a multi-ton truck. It was precisely for these challenging scenarios that this highly convenient barrier was designed. It weighs just 24 kilograms, and its installation is quite simple. Even a single person can easily handle the entire process, and because the system is comprised of individual modules, it's possible to block off several road lanes all at once. The vehicle will drive right over the barrier, and initially the criminal might even believe he's successfully broken free. How incredibly naive! This particular barrier has been engineered so cleverly that once it gets underneath the vehicle, it completely immobilizes any further motion, ensuring no criminal can ever escape from law enforcement. During the pursuit, the criminal violates every single rule. And might decide to drive over a speed bump at an incredibly high speed. But if this road barrier comes with such a surprise, you won't be able to drive very far. Just look how easily these retractable spikes shred through the tires. It's like a balloon is being punctured. They're called tire killers for a reason.